It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas. Gotta go.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Third and 2. Here's Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The
Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see?
Here we go.
Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Burrow on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Down to about the 32. The Bengals in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They run with a rookie. It's Chase Brown. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Why are you giving up? Teamwork.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 23. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top four.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now Gino. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Gino Bengals with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Gun. God. 11. God.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Taken down at the 30. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. A tight one after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. And Burrow going to change the play.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
I'm one, right?
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. McPherson's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 37 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Bengals 6. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and probably lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing now is Geno. His throw incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, here's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Tariq Woolen in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, he had was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Gino on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Flush to his right. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And now here is another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11. Let's show them the momentum offense. Yeah. 11 MT.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Burrow's throw there, complete to Hamler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
11 MT, 11.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a short gain here down to the 22. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Burrow changing the look. They're going to motion Dotson to the left.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. And Walker once more. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 5. Now it's Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
On second down, here's Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 empty, 11 empty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameter. Themselves, run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on second down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Smith. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
11 coming.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, oh, that would go right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Hamler, the motion man left. Now it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Gino. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Run past the 35, across midfield, and down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. First down. Here's Burrow. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Trying to improvise. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
11 MT. 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. K.J. Hamler from 13 yards out. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good. We are tied at the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock. If they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now Smith going to change the play. Throwing now is Gino. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Smith. To the sideline and incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner, in to bring him down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Tom.
Now Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 38. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Keep up with our attack. Offside. Stay right out there, fellas. Here we go.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Well, big play looming on 3rd down.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Now 1st and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. surprise back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, these are the situations that come up in practice and are talked about all the time. This is as tough as it gets for a defense. They've got to defend a very short field after that turnover. They're not home yet, but a really nice job there pushing them backwards on 1st and goal.
Again, Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this.